Hi, my name is Kate. Welcome to my channel, and this is my book review with spoiler of Brutal Obsession by S. Massery. And this is a hockey college dark romance. It's an enemy to lovers, rich guy, poor girl. It's close proximity. It's a college romance. It's supposed to be a feel good, but I have something to say. My story rating for this is 3.5 and the spice is 5. And the summary, to cut the story short, is that it has a prologue where Greyson, the male lead, is a rich man and he likes having time with his life with girls. And then one night he went out and he was with this girl that he couldn't even remember the name. They had an accident. He called his rich daddy, who is a senator of New York. I think New York. I don't remember, and said I had an accident. And he told the girl that he was with, pretend that you were the one driving. But after he left, when he opened the door of his house, there was a police. He went in jail. That's the end of the prologue. And then 6 months later, he was in a different college, small town college. And there he met Violet. Violet is actually the other person when he had an accident, and Violet is a dancer in the school and a ballet dancer. But because of the accident and being hospitalized and rehab for 6 months, she can no longer do her passion, which is dancing. And from there, they recognize each other, and they became enemies to lovers. And at that night on the party, Violet and her ex was doing well, he's giving him a head, and Greyson took the video, uploaded to the school's social media, and it became viral. Jack, her ex, got mad, and then they no longer like talk. However, even if they are no, even if they are enemies, Violet and Grayson had an attraction. They have chemistry. They are catching feelings, but they're still enemies. And she is very hesitant of Grayson because she signed an NDA, and it was Grayson who destroyed or ruined her career in ballet and in dancing world. He, on the other hand, is blaming her because when Grayson was in jail, he basically lost everything as well, and his dad punished him through going to that small town college where Violet is, and that's how they met. However, they have been doing a lot of stuff, such as him like publishing the video for everyone in the school to see. Second, him blackmailing her and telling her to um, give head to steal one of his hockey teammates. And then he did her dirty again. There's so many things that's happening. Also, she was kind of in a way flirting with Steele, but things were like going in the right direction until Mia, one of the ballet director, called her and said, we need to have a checkup, and we will see if you can still dance again. I know this doctor, I know your doctor said you can no longer dance, but there is this doctor who specialized with injured athletes and dancers. So they went in there, and in their hockey team, Grayson also has a game. And because she is so poor, she has no car, her mom was MIA, missing in action. So she and her best friend actually went with the hockey team's bus while Grayson plays with the hockey team. She went to the doctor, and the doctor said, there is a hope, but you have to do water therapy. That's a tourist airplane, small airplane. And Grayson and her did spice in the ice rink, and that was spicy. And in there, they call it truce. So they are enemies with benefits, but on that specific city, I'm not going to tell you the specific city, they made a truce, but they only have 2 days to truce. And when they return to their city, they will be enemies again. And so that's what happened. But out of nowhere, she received a call from the father, no, the secretary of Grayson's dad, and made a deal and said, we will pay for all your hospital bills and so on and so forth. Just stay away from Grayson. and she did that, but Greyson after 1 month gave up, and they contact each other, and that's where the plot twist happened, which I'm not going to tell you because someone entered into her dorm twice, and basically after that the truth came out, and they found out about her mother blackmailing Grayson's dad, that her mother was using her, that her mother was into opioids. So instead of her using it, Violet, because of her leg injury after the accident, it was her mother who was using it. So Grayson found out how his dad was bribing her, how manipulating her, and they said, we will be separated from our parents, let's go on our way. Until one day Mia was auditioning for a ballet. She got abducted by someone, and it was him who saved her, and then she was able to dance again. He proposed, and it was happy ever after. The reason why this is only 3.5, because my dislike, I will start with my dislike. She has so many long, boring monologues that I have to like scroll, read the super perspective, and then she is very problematic. It's Grayson who's always saving her, and I also dislike how Eric and Paris were very mean. Well, I know they are villain, but it's another way of being mean, like throwing water off, no, a drink into her head, humiliating her into the cafeteria of the college. That's bullying all over again. And also, I didn't like how there was cheating because Paris and Grayson kissed in the cafeteria to make her jealous despite them being enemies with benefits. I also didn't like how Jack, Violet's ex-boyfriend, who is a football captain, was actually nearly violated her, but it was Grayson who saved her. And I didn't feel the character development of the female lead. It's only Grayson, because him, from being entitled rich hockey famous guy who just do things with girls, he stick with her, he fight for her, he used her trust fund for her, he moved into an apartment with her, basically I did everything for her. So I felt like his character development and his main character moment, Grayson, was amazing, but I did not feel it for the girl. I also felt like Knox and her best friend, there's something in there, but yeah, actually this, if you remove the female lead of this story, it's good that the author as Massery did not only focus on one male lead, because we also have Knox and Steele, who was like, showing their characters, and her best friend, and in a little way Amanda. So it was good, but the female lead is very toxic, so 3.5. um I like how they have a chemistry. I like how this is a real enemies to lovers, because it took them months to have truce and then fight again. It was good. Unlike other stories that I've read so far, they just few minutes enemies and then they become lovers. No, this was a real one. I also love how all of the villain on this book was serve what they need, such as Mia going to jail, and Jack, after what he did to her, manipulating her, framing her, nearly violated her, finally got what he deserved. He could no longer play college football. I also love the chemistry among his hockey team, despite him being a transfer. And I also love how Grayson was immediately popular and get along with everyone, even with Eric, who was the villain at the first chapter, but became his friend. I also love how the plot twist. I thought this book was a little bit predictable, but there was actually a plot twist that I didn't expect on Violet's mother and on his dad, and his dad was evil. He let like a typical rich bad guy dad, he let Grayson spend the holiday alone. Her mother is dead, so he is like alone in this world full of hate. But his dad actually did something for Violet, which is very, very good. I like that a lot. And that is why the book is 3.5. But the spice, oh my god, I love the spice. I think that's why this book is getting hype, because of the spice. The spice was amazing. Do I recommend this book? I don't know, because maybe it's me, but the story is really boring, but the spice is really good. If you live for spice like me, I recommend it. But if you live for like character development and story and the plot twist and the emotions that the book will rip out from you, well, it's a no. I feel like this book was not helpful, but I already told you the summary, so it's up to you if you want to read it or not. But I, Kate, will never read this book again, and probably will not read the rest of the series, because I believe this is part of a series. Yeah, it's a part of a series, because Steele has his own book, so this is a standalone. That's all. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.